guess we're going to start here. Okay. Hi, my name is Carolyn Green. I'm a United States veteran. I was illegally forced into the psychiatric incarceration system for an isolated incident of erratic driving on private property with no charges filed, no Miranda rights read, no mental illness history, with a clean driving record and a clean background. I was severely physically injured and sleep deprived. Not one of the requirements under the revised Code of Washington State were met. I am currently representing myself as well as overcoming aphasia caused by these drugs. The type of litigation and charges are against Providence St. Peter Hospital, Western State Hospital, and the Department of Veterans Affairs. My cases are interconnected. I am active in 3 different courts for no due process, perjury, falsification of court and medical records, deprivation of civil and constitutional rights, legal and medical malpractice, prosecutorial misconduct, patient rights violations, and under the color of law violations. The amendment violations are the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, Eighth Amendment, and the 14th Amendment. I'm in the Supreme Court of the United States of America with a writ of certiorari regarding Western State Hospital, also known as Fort Steilacoom Asylum. In Washington State, I'm in the District Court of Western Washington at Seattle. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals remanded this case back to the District Court to rule on a motion for reconsideration. The Department of Veterans Affairs in this case premeditated a 90-day that turned into 180 days confinement in 6 hours and 5 minutes, bypassing judicial determination to be heard by a neutral party. I wasn't heard by a neutral party. Then the Department of Veterans Affairs double and triple doses forced drugging. These were increased due to my non-compliance, backed with threats of forced injections if I did not ingest these drugs. There is also an unchallenged, unopposed motion to joinder Providence, who is the causation and catalyst for the SCOTUS filing and the federal district court filing in part. And a joinder, the definition of a joinder is to join defendants in a lawsuit of the same transaction so that one judge makes a ruling to avoid conflicting rulings for the same transaction or same injury. I'm in the Court of Appeals Division 2 in Washington State for Providence I have an opening brief due in August. Providence started this avalanche in my life with a 1-minute ex parte hearing. And so an ex parte hearing is basically you're telling the court that this is an emergency. We have to do something so only one party knows what you're ruling. So I didn't know anything about this. So it was a 1-minute hearing that caused me to be illegally confined and court ordered for a total of 300 days, of which I spent 50 days being forced drugged. I attended 1 hearing on illegal forced injections of Haldol for my non-compliance to ingest Seroquel and Depakote. Even prior to court, this punishment was for the isolated incident of erratic driving. The year I started litigation was in 2019 for the restoration of my firearm rights. I followed this with misfiling in over 20 governmental agencies before filing a civil lawsuit because I really didn't know any better. So, have I gone to court? Yes, I've gone to court. I've gone to court starting in 2019. I'm waiting for a hearing date in the district court to hear the motion for reconsideration. And I'm waiting for SCOTUS to determine if they will hear my state asylum case. So yes, you should not be put in an asylum or a psychiatric ward for a physical injury. How do I feel about being involved in the litigation process? I really enjoy the litigation process. I did learn just how corrupt and one-sided our judicial system is. This process has helped me heal by writing to express myself, especially when I had a hard time speaking. Writing has been instrumental in helping me restore my critical thinking skills. It's helped me to be understood by learning, then using the legal terminology needed to be heard and successful in court. I believe my spiritual connection with Jesus Christ And through his through the divine process and revelation and direction is brought me through this far too. Compartmentalization has helped me to overcome violent and complex trauma. Some of my closing thoughts regarding filing in the courts. In the United States of America, subject matter jurisdiction originates in the federal courts for civil and constitutional violations. Subject matter jurisdiction basically gives the court the authority to hear and rule on your case. This permits individuals to skip the state courts by filing in federal court, which can save you a lot of time. It can save you a lot of money, and it can keep you out of the thicket of politics at the state level. I hope to make laws changed in the federal laws. Okay, I'm gonna start this part over. I hope to make changes in the federal law enforcing our God-given rights will make this a level playing field for those illegally captured in the current corrupt mental health system. And I'm going to do this last line again. I'm hoping to make positive changes for other people. It should be totally illegal. It is totally illegal. This is a civil case that should become a criminal case. This really should be. And so I'm going to be done for now, and thank you for listening.